I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You're mine.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, Jacobs. 49 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card run with a flourish.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, 734.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Carr. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
The slot man in motion right. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Heavy.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
Times when you like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's got some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down to the 26-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit... early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down, Buffalo.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it's thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender, because that's about as easy as they come.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
29.
On first down, Carr. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
What now? What new?
In motion goes the tight end. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 115 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. He did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by a gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From 28 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Second down and goal. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded at the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Raiders pick it up. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
touchdown Raiders! From a yard out. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run again on first down. Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3. They run it again with Cook. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A 7-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Bills 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slow with that front 7 reacting to the football. Almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting put.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Allen off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries. Consider the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On play action, now Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced the high throw.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I saw the pressure coming in, but it just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me tell you When you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And he is Isabella. 26 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Then we hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Again, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On play action, Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Allen will try to throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Carr going to throw here. Out to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They said beginning of the season they